Hello, people. I hope your preparation is going on right track and you're taking care of yourself and your family. Welcome back to our free anthropology lecture series. Welcome to lecture number 2. Here we are going to discuss Anthropology Paper 2 syllabus in a very detailed way. In paper 1, we have in the last video, that is video number 1, we have studied paper 1 syllabus detailedly. We have broken down each chapter and we have seen what we are going to study in each chapter separately. In this lecture we are also going to do the same thing, but in respect to paper 2 of anthropology optional for UPSC. Now we shall see and discuss Anthropology Paper 2 syllabus in detailed way. Anthropology Paper 2 has 9 chapters in total and multiple subchapters under them. Paper 2 is all about anthropology in specific to India, that is Indian anthropology. Now we shall see chapter 1.1. Chapter 1.1 is evolution of Indian culture and civilization. This chapter has an overlap with chapter 1.8 of paper 1. Here we will study prehistoric cultures in India. We will study Paleolithic, Mesolithic, Neolithic, and Chalcolithic ages. And we will study the timeline and many more things. We will study about protohistoric Indian civilizations like Indus Valley civilization, pre-Harappan, Harappan, and post-Harappan civilization, their timeline, and we will study their features, climatic conditions, regional variations, materials, cultures, social life, and more in this chapter. We will study contributions of tribal cultures to Indian civilization here. Chapter 1.2 is paleoanthropological evidence from India with specific reference to Shivaliks and Narmada basin. We will study about various Indian paleoanthropological species. We will study about human ancestors found in India, including Ramapithecus, Sivapithecus, Narmada man. These were the names of fossils found in India. Chapter 1.2 has continue is all is considered to be continuation of chapter 1.6 of paper 1, but in specific reference to India. Chapter 1.3 is ethnoarchaeology in India. Ethnoarchaeology is the study of people focusing on material remains on society and cultures. Here we will study about survivals and parallels. Survivals are old habitats or traditions that are survived over thousands of years and are still practiced today. Example, handshaking. On the other hand, parallels are when different group of people in different places come up with same idea or do similar things. For example, pottery. Pottery was made similar design. Potters were made similar designs of pottery across continents at different times. We shall study them in specific to tribal and simple societies and communities. We will also study about ethnoarchaeology in this chapter. Chapter 2. Chapter 2 is the demographic profile of India. Here we will study linguistic classification of Indian population. India is home to 22 official languages but has 750 various languages and dialects. We will study more details in this chapter. Here we will study a racial classification in the Indian context. We will study about restless racial classification. We will study Guha's racial classification and many more classifications in this chapter. We will discuss Negrito problems in India, which means controversy reference in controversy of presence of Negrito elements in India. The Negrito elements includes short stature, dark skin color, woolly hair, thickness, etc. Then we will study various factors influencing population growth in India, like fertility rate, mortality rate, migration, governmental interventions, and many more. Chapter 3.1 is the structure and nature of traditional Indian society, social system. We will study about various traditional systems in India like Varnashram system, Purushartha, Karma and Rebirth, Rina, and many more in this chapter. Chapter 3.2 is caste system in India. This chapter is directly present in society part of paper GS paper 1. So but we will study chapter 3.2 in accordance to anthropological requirements. Here we will discuss characteristics, merits and demerits of caste system in India. We will compare Varna and Jati system. Then we will study various theories of origin of caste system. We will study about dominant caste mobility, features of caste system, and Jejmani system. We will study folk urban continuum and urban caste continuum in this chapter. Next is chapter 3.3, that is sacred complex and nature man spirit complex. Here we will describe the concept of sacred complex with examples, and we will understand the significance of study of religious centers to understand Indian civilization. Sacred complex includes religious beliefs, rituals, practice, sacred sites, and etc. We will study contributions of various anthropologists to concept of sacred complex in India. We will examine nature man spirit complex. We will study about relevance for nature and cosmic order and spiritual significance of nature man spirit complex. Chapter 3.4 is impact of Jainism, Buddhism, Islam, Christianity on Indian society. We will explain how Buddhism influenced Indian society, how Jainism influenced Indian society, and we will study contributions of Islam and Christianity to the Indian society in the upcoming lectures of this chapter. Chapter 4 is emergence, growth, and development of anthropology in India. Here we will understand different phases of growth and development of anthropology in India. Again, this is again one of the scoring chapters. You will expect some extra questions alone from this chapter. In this chapter, we will study contributions of various anthropologists like British anthropologists, American anthropologists to India. We will study contributions of various Indian anthropologists to Indian anthropology like S.C. Rai, G.S. Guhe, D.N. Majumdar, N.K. Bose, M.N. Srinivas, S.C. Dubey, Perrier Elvin, L.P. Vaidyarthi, B.K. Roy Burman, H.D. Sankalia, and these were Indian anthropologists. We will study about them in very detail in the upcoming lectures. We will elaborate their contributions to the Indian anthropology, caste and tribal studies along with their significance. This chapter is similar to chapter 6 of paper 1. The moment you study this chapter, you will enjoy this chapter for its easiness and informativeness. Now comes chapter 5.1, that is Indian village. Here we will understand Indian village as social system and significance of village studies in India. We will discuss the traditional and changing settlement patterns in Indian village. We will discuss agrarian relations in Indian village. We will understand Indian peasantry. We will examine the impact of globalization, industrialization, and on Indian villages. Chapter 5.2 is linguistic and religious minorities and their social, political, and economic status. This chapter has overlap with GS2, polity, governance, and GS3, economy. Here, we will understand who are linguistic minorities and discuss their problems with examples. We will discuss in details the status and problems of religious minorities in India. Chapter 5.3 is indigenous and exogenous process of social culture change in Indian society. Here we will describe the social process of Sanskritization, highlight the factors responsible for Sanskritization, its importance and limitations. We will study Westernization and we will understand the impact of Westernization and modernization on Indian society. We will understand little and great traditions and the interplay between little and great traditions. We will understand them in detail. Here we will also study Panchayat Raj and social changes in this chapter, and we will study media and social change, influence of media, spread of information, and cultural exchange that are brought up by media in present world and traditional society. Chapter 6.1, we will move on to the next chapter, that is 6.1, that is tribal situation in India. Here we will understand the definition of tribes. Here we will highlight the difference between tribes and scheduled tribes. Then we will understand biogenetic variations on Indian tribes. We will study linguistic classification of Indian tribes. We will study racial classification of Indian tribes. We will classify Indian tribes based on various parameters like geography, economy, political organizations, social economic characteristics. Now comes chapter 6.2, that is problems of tribal communities. We will understand the impact of land alienation on tribes of India. We will discuss the issues of poverty, indebtedness among tribes of India. We will discuss the issues of low education and low literacy rates in India and their implications. We will discuss the issues of poor health nutritional standards among the Indian tribes. Finally, we will understand unemployment and underemployment related issues faced by the tribes in India. Next chapter is chapter 6.3, that is develop impact of forest policies and mainstream development on Indian tribes. I have rephrased it. Here we will understand the evolution of forest policies since British period, how these forest policies have become biggest oppression of the tribes. We will discuss salient features of some forest laws like Forest Rights Act 2006, National Forest Policy on Rehabilitation and Resettlement and their and their implementation status. We will understand shifting cultivation and its linkage to tribal ways of life. We will discuss the impact of globalization, industrialization, and urbanization. Now comes chapter 7.1. Chapter 7.1 is problems of exploitation and development of scheduled tribes, scheduled caste, and other backward classes, constitutional safeguards for STs and SCs. We will study constitutional safeguards for STs, discuss provisions of 5th and 6th schedule. We will study constitutional safeguards for SC, comment upon socio-economic disabilities faced by SCs. We will understand constitutional safeguards for OBC. We will also study about the problem of exploitation and deprivation. We will address the issues of social and economic marginalization. Chapter 7.2 is social change and contemporary societies. Here we will highlight the social changes brought among the tribes of India during the colonial period. We will discuss the impact of modern democratic institutions on Indian tribes. We will understand the impact of developmental programs and welfare measures on Indian tribes. We will understand the institution of youth dormitories. Youth dormitories are big houses that facilitate the youth to come and live together. They are one of the most important social institutions in tribal societies. We will study them in detail in the upcoming lectures. Chapter 7.3 is ethnicity and unrest among the tribes. Here we will discuss the concept of ethnicity. Ethnicity is a term to characterize an ethnic group, that is collection of culturally related people living with distinct boundaries. We will discuss the meaning of ethnic movements, analyzing them in context of India. We will discuss factors responsible for tribal unrest in India with suitable examples. And we will discuss pseudo tribalism, that is the phenomena where upper caste project themselves to be tribals in order to reap the benefits of reservation. We will study about the social changes during colonial and post-colonial period in India. Next comes chapter 8.1, that is impact of Hinduism, Buddhism, Christianity and other religions on tribal societies. We will understand the impact of Hinduism on tribal populations in India. We will discuss the impact of Buddhism on Indian tribes. We will study the impact of Christianity on tribes of India. We will evaluate the impact of Islam and the tribes. Chapter 8.2 is tribe and nation state. Here we will discuss the concept of nation state. A nation state is when a group of people have their own country. It is when people have similar language, culture, history, and live together under the same government. Then we will compare the present situation of tribes across modern nation states. Now comes chapter 9.1, that is history of administration of tribal areas, tribal policies, plans on tribal development and their implementation. And we will study about the concept of PVTGs, that is primitive vulnerable tribal groups, and their distribution, specific programs for PVTGs development, and role of NGOs in tribal development. Here we will discuss administration during pre-independence, during colonial period and post-independence and their present status. We will understand principle of tribal panchayat developed by first Prime Minister, that is Jawaharlal Nehru, and highlight its relevance today. It is an integration approach for tribal development. We will discuss various policies and approach for tribal development. We will understand holistic background or objective of tribal subplan. We will discuss provision of Panchayats Act, PESA Act 1996. We will understand the concept of, and we will understand these concepts very clearly in the upcoming lectures of this chapter. We will study the role of NGOs in tribal development, such as community engagement, resource mobilization, and program implementation. And lastly, we will study last last but second chapter is chapter 9.1, that is role of anthropology in tribal and rural development. Role of anthropology is vast. We shall categorize it under various headings and we shall study it accordingly. It includes understanding tribal cultures, community development, collaboration with tribes, rural communities for their development. Now comes chapter 9.3, that is contribution of anthropology to the understanding of regionalism, communalism, and ethnic and political movements. Here we will understand the concept of communalism, highlight the factors responsible for communalism in India. As you all know, communalism is when people fight or dislike each other because they belong to different regions or communities. We will discuss the contributions of anthropology in understanding regionalism, communalism, ethnic, and political movement. Thank you, guys. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and please do share these videos with the people whom you think these videos will be helpful. We shall meet in the next video.